All right, guys, good morning and welcome. This is the winning team for the last of two Halo 3 Pro League tournaments, Team Elita. I'll get the guys to go through and quickly introduce themselves. Benno, you can start because the guys should already know you.
I am Aaron Bennett, aka Benno. Been playing Halo for a while.
Yeah, too easy. All right, Hef, give us the intro on you, man.
See if I can do a bit better than that. I'm Matthew Heffron, tags F. I'm the spiritual leader of the team. And yeah, I guess that is better than Benno.
Oh, it's so much better, man. Good stuff.
How long, Benno? When did you start playing? Because Hef, I've seen your game tag in and out, and I remember when you guys were the OG teams coming up, and I was probably the same age as most of you guys. I'm 27, and I remember being like, I wish I could play Halo as good as them, but never have. So
I've just been hoping the same thing too. So not bad.
Yeah. So Hef, how long have you been around for?
I've been playing since Halo 1, but competitively probably playing start of Halo 3, probably, I'd say. Joined ACL back in the day and just sort of gone from there. Had to join all the shit teams and make my way up. I actually teamed with Taj from the beginning, and we took down the older, more bullied people in the league, aka Benno and his friends who wouldn't pre-land with us. And yeah, sort of the rest is history. Then we beat his team and he had to come join us. So you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, that sounds like the way to do it. And Prades, Adam, give us the rundown for yourself, my friend.
My name's Adam Osborne, aka Prades. When did I start competing? Like, basically towards the end of Halo 3, pretty much, and then just on and off since then, really.
Yeah, awesome. Well, it's good to have you in here today to have a chat, some fresh faces, and Matt / Voltage, give us the rundown for you as well.
My name is Matthew Barker, and my gamer tag is Voltage, also known as the Taj or Mahal, whatever you prefer. And I've been gaming Halo since my first competition was Halo 3, which I played with Hef, alongside Hef, where he described, how we beat Benno's team. Then he came to join us after that, and yeah, the rest is history. We've had a good little run, us three. We've been together for quite some time, and it was good to bring back the band for this tournament, and prove where we're still at.
Yeah, awesome. And for you guys as well, how was it playing together? When was the last time before this comp? When was the last time you guys played together?
To be honest, my memory is pretty shot, so I probably shouldn't be answering this question. But I played with Benno for the 3 Halo World Championships for Halo 5 when that came out, and then after the third one, I sort of stopped playing the last couple of years. And this is my first tournament back in a little while, and I think Hef sort of, once he had that famous stare incident, that sort of he called it a day for there. But yeah, it's been a little while for myself.
Wait, what was the stare incident? What was it? What happened?
I snapped my wrist before Worlds. The first Worlds were going over, so I didn't end up going because I couldn't play. So they've hated me ever since.
Yeah,
I actually just didn't really want to go.
What did you do?
You put yourself down so you have to go.
I pretended to slip down some stairs and fall on my wrist, so I didn't have to play with them.
Do we have the camera footage of it? Does it look like one of those like Asian, like the life insurance things, where they're like, you can see them trying to weigh up where can they put their arm to just get the perfect like easy break, that type of thing for the payout. That's good. Well, guys, yeah, it's good to have you in. So thanks, guys. What was it like playing together again? Like, do you guys have a whole heap of fun?
Yeah, definitely. I think just we've been playing with each other for so long. I don't know if my thing just cut out then. We've been playing together for so long. It's just we just didn't really have to do too much. We just sort of all jumped in, and it's just a lot of fun playing with these guys, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the key elements to anything like having fun with Halo is playing with people that, especially Halo 3, it's all about the nostalgia and like back in the days. And like I even know like I had Fred, who's the co-owner of Divine Mind, and our other friend Logic. We used to I think I spent more time in his basement or like his carport playing Halo 3 than I did anything else in like 2010 2011. And if he hit me up to play in a competition or something again, I'd be fucking so keen because it's all about that nostalgia, watching the sun come up behind the TV monitor and that type of thing back in the day. So I actually have a question that someone asked last time because I haven't asked it. So it'd be good maybe Brady's you can answer first. But what were the things that you liked about or disliked about the league and the competition?
Didn't really dislike anything. It was a good format. Yeah, it was a little disappointing we didn't get too many teams. I was hoping for like 16 teams. That would have made it interesting. But no, overall the format was good. So nothing to complain about, really.
Yeah, awesome.
My only issues would be that Construct TS was in, but that's about it.
Cool. Yeah. Anything to add, Matt, Benno?
No, same thing. I think numbers is probably the only thing, but you do what you can.
Yeah, I think as always, the one thing you want to see is like just a big turnout. Obviously, given the circumstance of where Halo is, it's almost been irrelevant for 12 months or however long it has been since the last Worlds. So just building it back up, and obviously when the new game comes out, that'll be one of the most beneficial things. But right now, it's just about keeping everyone sort of as a tight-knit group as you can. Before obviously a huge influx of players will come for the new game.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why it's so good to see you guys playing together and having fun, because I think the more people that see old school names coming back, and it's kind of like a weird kind of catch-22, I think, for Halo 3 especially, because the like skill level of so many people in Halo 3 is so high that if you can get everyone in, they have kind of, there's two ways of looking at it. They're just under where like the top tier is, and they'll play one game because they're just so hyped about it, and then they'll lose and like chuck a hissy fit and not want to practice and not want to do anything anymore. And like I'm referring to every single team that signed up for the first one and then didn't sign up for the second one. It was just, there's no reason not to. It's a free competition. No one had any sign up, and the only reason that happens is because of the ego that we've got, especially from OG players. So it's good to see you guys coming back for this one, having fun, because it was a bit disappointing. I thought the numbers as well, but at the same time, I think the Halo 5 numbers have still been good. It's the first competition for Divine Mind, and it's the first time we've worked with Halo Australia. So hopefully, all we can do is keep going up in the future. So, what would you guys like to see more of into the future?
Just more comps. Yeah, just keep leading into Infinite. I mean, the only reason I think all of us here have started playing again is because of these comps. Before that, we haven't played in years, so it's just been a bit of a hiatus. When Worlds is around, it's a really stressful time. It's not all fun and games. It's all business, and you got to make some pretty shitty decisions, and friendships get broken, and there's some really shitty times because there's so much money on the line. I think sometimes it's just nice to sit back and have a bit of a break from that. But you're right. It's good to just sit back and have a little bit of a break and reset from that, because it's just definitely takes your toll going through that sort of day in, day out for 3+ years.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, I'd love to see more Halo 3 comps because I love Halo 3. But other than that, I mean, obviously numbers pending. But no, I think it's good. It's been nice to play for something. To be honest, it's been really fun. To be honest, I have not picked up the game for years, so I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, that leads perfectly into my next question, because next question is, how important is prize money for you guys? And do you think that these days players and people are too concerned with the amount of prize money that they're playing for?
Yeah, go on, Ben.
I was going to say, I don't think, now that we're all sort of age and we've all been sort of working full time, whatever, it's not like it's not really our biggest of concerns what the prize money is. I mean, obviously worlds type money where you get up into your big payouts,
Five figures.
Yeah, so and it does like help a lot. So the first worlds helped furniture my house. we came last and we still got a huge payout from it, and that was a big incentive to put in a lot of hours. But just with this comp, I mean, obviously you compare them side by side, it still makes us want to get on and grind just because there's that little bit of prize money. It's just that competition again. Like you start to see more people come online, dangle a carrot in front of them, and they all start to come back. So yeah, I don't think it's a huge issue.
Yeah, would you guys all agree?
I think prize money tends to be like depending on the prize money is how much effort people will put in. So in terms of this, people aren't going to be practiced for months leading up to it, but they're still going to join to play for that competitive nature. But if you're playing for Worlds, where it's a significant, six-figure payout, if you can break the top few, then you can start justifying the amount of hours you put in for potential return, and that's sort of a way of looking at it. But for me, this tournament is purely like this is just about the fun, like nostalgic feeling and playing with my mates who we haven't played a Halo 3 competition in, don't quote me to this, but maybe like 8-9 years or however long it's been. So for me, you spent more money. You spent more money alone in getting it set up to play like 2 comps than you could have if you won every single comp anyway. So yeah, exactly. So I only just bought my setup last week to get back on it because
you're going to say Uber Eats,
guys. Oh, my Uber. Yeah, so it's not necessarily about the money. I think if you're playing Halo purely for the money, you're probably never going to hit the top because you got to love the game to, be able to put in as many hours is required to actually make some sort of substantial money from it, really.
I find that incredible that you bought your setup just to jump in and play the events.
Curious too. So thanks, Taj.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Are you guys going to play? Are you all going to play together again in the last Halo 5 comp, or what's the plan for that?
Yeah, definitely. I think we just really enjoyed playing on the weekend.
I'll give it a crack.
Yeah. So we always seem to enjoy each other's company. So yeah, we'll give it a crack in H5.
Yeah, fair enough. And so obviously you probably watched or seen some of the other competitions. You guys reckon that with just buying a setup Voltage a week ago and you guys kind of coming together, how do you reckon you'll go against, I guess there's going to be 2-3 other solid teams for your verse. How do you reckon you guys will go against them?
Matthew Barker, please answer.
I think they should go all right. They might be able to take one game off us if it comes down to it. My old mittens are getting a bit slow these days. With being out of the game for a while, but we'll probably jump on a couple times between now and then, give us a best chance. But at the end of the day, like it's not vital if we lose. I'm not going to cry myself to sleep at night, but I do expect us to have a pretty good result.
Yeah.
Actually, a little funny side story. Before the Halo 3 comp, I told my missus Taj was coming back to play, and she just laughed in my face and goes, "What? He's going to jump on after 2 years and just expect to win, is he?" I just looked her in the face and said, "No, he will win."
Yeah.
And he did.
There you go. That's great. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see you guys play Halo 5 because I think that Halo 3 just feels so natural and easy to me. But every single time I try to get back into Halo 5 or try to play Halo 5 consistently, it just feels like I'm headbutting a wall of knives repetitively. So hopefully you guys have a better experience warming up or playing for the next essentially 2 weeks and getting into it because, it's good to see, especially in the newer Halo, more competitive teams playing against each other. So hopefully you guys can give some of the top teams a push along as well. And just seeing your names, I think it'll make people go, oh, fuck, look at this. You know, there's another competitive team, even if it is just for the last comp. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate it a lot. In the Halo 3 comp, who was the best team that you played? Like, was there a team that stood out against the other ones?
I don't know what the team name is. Brad's and Alejo's and whoever we played the fun.
The break even. Yeah. Them definitely by far. They're the only team to take games off us, I think.
Well, we only got to play 3 teams because we didn't match up against Junior and Nem's team and
yeah, that's true. But yeah, so I guess from that small sample size pool was them. I thought they were actually pretty good, to be honest. So give us a run for our money for sure.
Yeah,
I've
cool.
also been playing against Brad and Weasel for 10 years or so.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, awesome. Well, we'll pretty much wrap it up there. There's something that I wanted to kind of add into the end of this little chat, just something that I thought of recently, and that's just we'll start with Benno, and it's just going to just like 3 questions essentially, just to give me your answers. So, Benno, favorite Halo that you've ever played of all time?
Halo 3.
Yeah, favorite game type?
Ooh.
CDS, but I do really enjoy Strongholds.
Strong. Yeah, cool, excellent. And favorite montage, if you've got one that comes to mind.
I'll go with mine.
And I'll be able to put that montage in the description of this video, so you can check.
Probably Frenetic Array.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I am a fanboy.
that was such a hype montage, especially like because back when that stuff came out, I was like 12 in local. So I remember watching that and just being like, "Holy shit, that's so awesome!"
Very cool.
Awesome, yeah.
Finding foreign guy, was he Swedish or something? Madison, just randomly tracking him down.
Yeah.
Madison Productions.
Yeah. What about yourself, Hef? What's your favorite Halo that you've played?
Halo 3, favorite game types: Onslaught, CTF, and hold up. Sorry about the siren in the background. If you got that.
Oh, Hef, quick run! Hef, run!
My favorite game type is running from the police, obviously. And hold up, I'll mute my mic. And what was the last question? Sorry.
Montage.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I'll just say the Smackdown one.
What was it?
Montage.
I'd just say Smackdown's montage. I think that was the one. I honestly can't remember too many.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Mute your mic, Hef. You're done here.
And yeah, Voltage, give us a run of few favorite Halo, favorite game type, and then favorite montage.
Favorite Halo is easily Halo 3. My game type would be narrow CTF if we're talking specifically.
Yeah.
And my montage, I mean, yeah, it's hard to not say ours because that's probably my most proudest thing that's come from Halo would be that montage that we had, because it took back then it took 14 months for him to make, and I was sort of speaking closely with him over the journey. And I think the way that it sort of all came about, and we released it right before we competed at MLG, it just was a really good sort of a feel-good story, if you will, that everything was just coming out at the right time to build up a good hype around our team entering into MLG as sort of the underdogs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll definitely go with that.
I
think it was a little bit ahead of its time.
Being your favorite achievement.
Yeah, well, I'm 100%. I'm going to go and jump in and watch the montage after this. So if you guys have got a quick link for it, then send it to me on Facebook, because I'm gonna sit down and try and play some Halo today because I've got some spare time, and I'd like that was my favorite thing back in Halo 3. I'd put on some montages and then sit down and play, and it was loved that shit. Prades, yourself, favorite Halo, favorite game type, favorite montage.
Halo 3, it'd be, I'd say, Narrow's Capture the Flag. Easily the best map.
Voltage wants you to get some personality and come up with your own answers.
Thank you.
It's the only map
His
they've
favourite
beaten in
montage
Finn
is
in a
Brave.
And let me guess, your favourite montage is ours as well. That's cute.
No, it's the Benotage, man. The only other
Didn't
guy in the
realise-
world who likes it.
Didn't realise I had an echo.
Nah, it's actually Hef's montage. You guys haven't seen
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, awesome. All right. Well, and then I guess outside of that, like I know you guys have both said it's Narrow Capture the Flag. Is that favorite map as well?
I'd say favorite map and game type, yeah.
Yeah, favourite map. I feel like
Fucking big
that
top
was definitely
touch.
my. Yeah, no, but that was definitely my favourite game. I think it was because we were very dominant on that map as a team. It kind of stood out the most, and obviously me being our sniper on the team, it's a very fun sniping map as well. But Hef had a little. Hef's just laughing now because for some reason towards the end of Halo 3, we started allowing him to go sniper because we just.
You mean when we went over to Columbus when we were actually good?
Yeah.
Something
Well,
like
before
that.
you guys start arguing too much, I think we'll wrap it up. But thank you so much for the time, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do in the Halo 5 competition. For everyone that has watched this the whole way through as well, thank you for the support. Every single time that we do an interview, we come back. We've got a few more subscribers. I think we're only sitting at like 33 or something at the moment, but it's more than 29, which was last time. So that's really awesome. Appreciate the support that we're getting on our Facebook and Instagram as well. Again, if you're watching this and you want to know how you can help support us, following us on any of that social media and making sure that you're interacting with the stuff that we're posting and the events that we're running. Right now, there's 2 events that we're a part of that are international. There's the Halo Europa Free-for-All Frenzy, which is at the end of the month. They've already got pretty much 80 people signed up to it, which is an awesome result. And then we've also got the Greater Toronto Quarantine Cup. It's the 3rd one that they've organised. Anyone can enter that. You just grab a duo, jump in, and then you get matched with another duo that's either going to be around the same skill as you or better than you. And then you'll go into a 4v4 HCS settings competition where you get to play against other duos and 2 teams of 2. So if you want to, you can jump in and do that. Also, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Aleo. He was the winner of our Instagram montage competition, the first one anyway. By the time that this episode comes out, we're going to be having our 2nd one. So if any of you guys, Benno, Hef, Brady's, Voltage, if you guys want to enter the next one, it can be any Halo that you want. It's 60 seconds long. You just have to start with our intro. You can use whatever song, everything you want. There's $100 up for grabs for first place, but we did a few other extra prizes for best edited montage and a close 2nd place as well. So again, thanks everyone for the support that we're getting so far. Thank you so much for your time tonight, boys. I'll let you get back to doing anything that you say. I guess playing. Is that what you're doing now, or?
Yeah,
It's just teleporting right now, I think.
Fair enough. Anything that you wanted to add before we finish up, guys?
No, just thank you very much for running these tournaments. Appreciate it. It's because of you that you've brought the band back together, and hopefully we can get a few more numbers for the last Halo 5 competition in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, echo those sentiments.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys. It really was, and it was great chatting to you. Hopefully we'll get to have a chat after the Halo 5 tournament, and I'll get to say, how the fuck did you do that? But best of luck. I'm looking forward to watching all the streams and everything as well. So thanks again, guys. I'm just gonna.
Cheers. Thanks.